my question is, when you were a model or supermodel, which is the most loving thing, and which was the most best thing which you enjoyed while being a model?
While being a model or while being a supermodel?
Being a supermodel.
Being a
Top model, Lisa.
Top model. I think, I remember when I was, the year that I was 22, I think it was 2009, 2008, 2009. And that year, I traveled all over the whole world, maybe even twice. I had been to Egypt. I shot for Vogue in Italy. We were in Rome. I was in Paris at Couture Fashion Week. And then I was in Thailand, Istanbul, like the entire world. And I just thought, for a 22-year-old girl, that was a dream. That was really a dream, to work with the people I was working with and to be able to see the world and earn money and be independent. So that's the upside of it, and for me that was a beautiful thing. I think traveling at a very young age also exposes you to a lot, it opens your mind, you meet such interesting people, and I couldn't imagine having that experience with any other job.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Good evening, Mr. Gaba. This is Pooja here. Hi.
Good evening, Pooja.
I would like to ask you, what was your perspective to select a supermodel?
Okay, our perspective towards selecting the top model was that, like I said, they need to have that confidence in them, और उनमें खुद में एक वो belief होना चाहिए कि मैं ये कर सकती हूँ. आप एक ऐसे प्लेटफॉर्म पे जब सिलेक्ट होते हैं, then definitely you have the basics that one requires to be a top model. बट इतने सारे कंटेस्टेंट्स में क्या आप एक वो होगे जो टॉप मॉडल बनेगा? वो आपके अंदर से आना चाहिए. अगर वो आपके अंदर से नहीं आएगा तो I hope that answers your question. Thank you.
Thanks, Pooja.
My question is to Mr. Akash. Where is Mr. Akash? Mr. Akash.
Famous now. People want to ask you questions.
How do you will decide who will be the main girl? How do you will decide who will be the main girl? People want to see win.
So we don't cast divas, or it's tough to predict who's going to be the leader of the show. So globally what happens is we get a good, diverse mix of girls, and we are also surprised who comes out, with the best chances to win the show. So we look for, girls from various backgrounds, different personalities, and that's the real juice of the show, because it's all about the backdrop of modeling and the dynamics between the girls and how they get along with each other and the drama that they go through throughout the show. That's their journey. So we pick girls, basis that, and it's tough to, we also get surprised. So I hope that answers.
डब्बू जी, मेरा सवाल आपसे है कि कौन-कौन से पैरामीटर्स होते हैं, और आपने एक बहुत ज़रूरी बात कही कि फोटोग्राफर से एक अलग नज़र से देखते हैं जब भी आप सेलिब्रिटीज़ की फ़ोटो लेते हैं. कौन-कौन सी बारीकियां आप देखते हैं उस फोटो को लेने में?
जब हम फोटो लेते हैं, पहली बात तो जब फोटोशूट प्लान होता है, वी टेल द मॉडल के क्या कॉन्सेप्ट है, क्या किस तरह से उनका क्या पोज करने वाले हैं, क्या कॉन्सेप्ट, क्या कपड़े होने वाले हैं. फिर उसके हिसाब से वी प्लान द होल शूट, और उसके ऊपर मैं जज करता हूँ कि किस तरह से उन्होंने इंस्ट्रक्शंस लिया, किस तरह से परफॉर्म किया, एंड फाइनली हु लुक्ड बेस्ट इन द पिक्चर्स. फोटोज देखने के बाद ही फाइनली एक्चुअली थ्रू द लेंस हमको मालूम पड़ जाता है हु इज काइंड ऑफ परफॉर्मिंग. कोई ऐसी लड़कियां होती हैं जिसे हम इंस्ट्रक्शंस देते जाते हैं एंड दे स्टिल डू व्हाट इज इन देयर हेड. तो जब हमने ये शो स्टार्ट किया, जब फर्स्ट शूट में काफ़ी लड़कियों को मैं इंस्ट्रक्शंस दे रहा था, सम वर टेकिंग इट ब्यूटिफुली और बाकी लोगों को समझ में नहीं आ रहा था क्या करना है. तो वी वर ट्राइंग आवर बेस्ट, और सब टाइम बाउंड चैलेंजेस रहते हैं कि आपको इतने मिनट में ही फोटो शूट करना है, कि ऐसे नहीं है कि हम एक घंटा एक पर्सन का शूट कर रहे हैं. तो वो एबिलिटी के टू मैक्सिमाइज द टाइम, क्योंकि जब भी आप रियल वर्ल्ड में जाते हो फोटो शूट पे, it is expected of you to give your best and understand what the photographer wants. तो उस तरीका से मैं देख रहा था कि who's giving it 100%, who's not listening, किस तरह से. तो वो माइंड में रखना पड़ता है कि जब भी हम फाइनल जजिंग करते हैं.
Hi, I'm Shreya from the Asian Age Deccan Chronicle. My question is for Mr. Akash and the rest of the panel. Can you please tell me, do you guys know what goes on inside the house where the girls stay? And do the judges know what happens there and scoops and gossips? Do you get to know all of that?
So actually, the way it works is we get briefed from our mentors, from Anusha and Mr. Gaba, and the producers will, apprise our judges about what happened during the course of that week. And the reason we do that is because we don't want to censor the personal lives. We don't want that coming into the judging panel. So what the result of it is that we get a very real version of, analysis of their improvement week on week. So, hence they're not judged on what happens in the house amongst themselves. And it's more about their improvement, how they've done, improved as models.
So Mr. Garber and I have gone to the house many times to talk to them, see how they're doing. There's a lot of emotions that go on. You have to realize that when girls are living in a house together for a very long, extended amount of time, there will be, mood swings, drama, a little bit of here and there, whatever. But at the end of the day, like Akash said, when they come back onto the ramp, when they do their photo shoots and all of that, it cannot affect what they're doing. And if they let it affect it on their own during their performance, that's up to them. But what we do is we don't bring it into the panel. We don't bring it into the judging.
Another reason, very important, हम लोगों का to go into the top model house is important because ये सब जैसा हमने बोला, जैसे मैंने पहले बोला था, कच्चा आटा, they all are very raw. Most of them have never been away from their families. So they're living there alone for that duration. उनको एक कोई ऐसा फ्रेंड भी चाहिए मेंटोर के साथ साथ जिससे वो दिल खोल के अपनी बात कर सकें. तो अगर उनको कोई ऐसी परेशानी हो रही है जो वो अपने को कंटेस्टेंट्स के साथ नहीं शेयर कर सकते, एटलीस्ट हमारे साथ शेयर करके दे गेट एन ऑब्जेक्टिव व्यू ऑफ इट सो दे कैन कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन देयर कॉम्पिटिशन, बिकॉज दैट्स व्हाट दे आर हियर फॉर. दे आर हियर टू विन इंडियाज नेक्स्ट टॉप मॉडल.
It's also about how you survive the pressure,
One at a time, guys.
Oh, no, what's it say? And then I think at the same time as well, it's very important for Dabboo and I not to interact with them too much because you do get emotionally attached to these girls and you do understand their stories and you start to get too into their lives. So that is where we cannot have that relationship with them because sometimes your emotional desire to see one girl rise or to see someone else come out because they've come from a harder place or you have an emotional connection with them, and that becomes very difficult. So I think for Dabboo and I it was much more we hear what goes on in the house, we understand the challenges they're going through, but we're not there to build a relationship with them until of course after the show.
Lisa.
But I also think that, like I said, there's a lot of pressure and it's how they handle it, Are you a professional? Because when you leave the house and go into the real world, will you be able to handle what's really out there? And that's the kind of things that we were looking for as well. We were looking for the fact that are you strong enough, And can you wipe your tears, get in front of the camera and work it,
So Lisa, which is the thing you enjoy most, like modeling or acting?
I think I enjoy both. I think these days acting gets big modeling jobs and magazine covers. So I think if you focus on acting, then everything else kind of falls into place.
Hi, my question is for Aditya.
Guys, this is the last question.
Just wanted to understand, the auditions were held in which all cities of the country, and it's a weekly show. So how many episodes have you planned?
It's a 10-episode series that starts this Sunday. It's a Sunday slot, and every Sunday after that. Well, the auditions were all across the country. You have 13 girls pretty much from every part of India. They're not like open-door auditions that we do for some of the other shows, like, say, Roadies. But we have a team of from Monia and from the Face TV, as well as MTV. We have an entire, a talent scout team that travels the length and breadth of the country. MTV is very, very active on social media. I think when the show was announced, we had a lot of young girls from all across the country come in and talk to us. And from that, we actually drilled down and we came down to the final list of 13.
Thank you.
All right, so
Say, Monia, can you come and say a few words? Because you were there. Come on, Monia. Come on, Monia. Come on, Monia. No, you've got to say it. Come on, Monia. She was the heart of this show, so she's coming down. I don't care. Come on, Monia. You can kill me later. It's okay.
For days on end, we spoke. We worked like dogs. I think everybody worked really hard, and I think it is. It's real. It's a real show, guys.